If you looked up from that occasionally, maybe you'd notice our opening hours.
I'm not late.
No? No, maybe we need a second opinion. Hey, Norris, is Craig late? Only I assume you're keeping some kind of a chart. Now, that is to be switched off, except on your brakes. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not your brake.
You've got your hands full, haven't you, all these teenagers?
What have I done to deserve it?
But he listened to you, though, Craig, didn't he? I mean, if I told him to switch off his phone, he'd probably just laugh.
I'm his boss.
Yeah, I know. But it's the same with Amber, isn't it? I mean, the more you
Craig
get
is
to know
my
her-
employee. And if he steps out of line, I can dock his wages or I can sack him because my concern is for the welfare of my business.
Yeah, I know that.
And Amber is my daughter, and my concern is for the welfare of her life, and she belongs with her mother.
But don't you think this next school year is so important?
Is it flowers you want?
No.
No, because the rest of my goods are inside.
I'm just trying to make you see things.
Now
from
listen, Amber, she changes her mind every day of the week, and today she's going to be delighted she goes to Finland. Why? Because she gets to shop for clothes on my money.
Well, there you are then. You can pay her to behave just as you want, just like you do your staff.
Well, I don't know what I'm doing yet.
Well, you can understand why I'm asking. I mean, I can't afford to take time off work just because it's half term.
Well, I don't need babysitting.
Would you like me to remind you why perhaps you do?
I'm tired. I won't do anything like that again.
Well, it can come work with me.
To do what?
You wouldn't mind?
No. To do what?
Well, sweeping, cleaning, making tea, washing the towels.
Oh, no way.
David!
I will.
You won't.
I will.
Rylan, you flipping won't.
Shall I take this one while you two argue?
We're finished.
No, we are not. Why should I get less shifts just because Claire can't wriggle behind a steering wheel? I didn't get her pregnant.
You're not going to get less shifts.
I'm going to get less choice.
Have you never thought of driving?
Give her that job.
No, look, you're not going to get less choice either. We're going to sort it out fairly.
Oh, you'll have Claire working on her own at night when she's knackered, pregnant and got a bladder the size of a pea.
All bladders are the size of a pea.
The other P! P-E-A! Oh, here's a man with no kids. If someone gets pregnant, should that mean someone else getting turfed off the swivel chair?
Well, no one sat on no swivel chair from where I'm standing. What are we paying you for?
Oh, what did I say? Kelly pregnant, is she?
No. Is that a job? What's all that about? You all right? No, I'm not. What, is it Kelly? Well, we had a row. So it is. Look, she'll be all right, mate. You know, it's all this court stuff, innit? I mean, it was a bit mad, but, you know, she'll be fine. Is that what it was? Look, I'll tell you what, I'll shut up, shall I? And then you can tell me.
She's walked.
She's what? She's walked? Why? Was she saying anything? Was it all this court stuff?
I don't know. Maybe. Maybe just an excuse.
Look, I'll tell you what, mate. I'll take this job here and then you can have a word.
So Mum asked you to find out.
I'm asking you myself.
What does it matter who sent the cards?
It's about trust, innit?
Trust.
Sarah, how am I meant to get married to someone who keeps secrets from me?
So you saying that if I don't tell you who sent the cards, you won't marry me?
Oh, just tell me.
Oh, just get lost.
That would discourage you from interfering, Hayley.
But he gets so much pleasure out of having Amber.
Dev is not you. What he gets pleasure from may not include adolescence.
Well, he won't know unless he tries, will he? We should have it.
No, we should not. That is not a solution.
I was on a break.
Yeah, you nipped to the flat. It's not a break.
Post.
Coffee. Oh, and try not to break that kettle as well.
You're not on a break.
Ravinder. Yeah, so what can I, Actually, yeah, so what are you ringing me for? Listen, did you hand over any money? Yeah, you did? Yeah? Well, then she's giving you a slip so she can go and spend it on stuff that you wouldn't approve of. Yeah, OK, fine. No, I said fine. She comes round here, I'll send her home.
Sounds serious.
140.
What's so special about tonight?
Oh, nothing. It's just Blanche trying to impress Adam.
Impress him?
Well, she'd never admit it, but when did she ever offer to take any of us anywhere, let alone all of us? Mind you, me and Ken have got to pay for ourselves.
No.
Yeah.
When you're ready, Bev.
That's 310, love.
Top it.
Daddy.
Betty'll serve you.
Oh, right.
So, if Sarah's not speaking to you, how about a lad's night out?
What, Tracy fell out with you and all?
Of course not. I'm having a great time with Tracy. Nothing I like better of an evening than watching soft food being shoveled into an under 3.
What sort of a lad's night out?
One with no girlfriend.
No, Sarah would kill you, mate.
Well, he said she's being a right cow.
And Tracy would kill you.
Depends how sensitively I handled it.
You? Sensitive?
Yeah.
Shelley, you seen Sunita the weekend?
Yeah, why?
Probably just junk, but I've written a number on the back of, what, this one. She can ring if she doesn't want them to bother her with this rubbish.
Or if you didn't give it her, then she wouldn't get it, and then she wouldn't need to get rid of it.
Ah, but what if it's important? Yeah, I just want to make sure that I'm always doing right by her. And Shelley, please tell her that.
Doing right by her, popping a bit of junk mail to Sunita when his daughter's wandering helplessly around a shopping centre, lost and at risk.
Amber?
Yes, looking for clothes to go to a country she doesn't even want to live in.
Well, Keith was saying that Dev's refusing to have a live with him. He's getting Dad's a bad name.
He's giving you and Beans a bad name.
Mum said you not to tell anyone.
Why should I fall out with Jason just because you're bonkers enough to send them cards?
Oh, get lost.
Sarah, you are not to tell Jason about David.
See?
Mum, why should I suffer because of him?
I've said sorry how many more times?
Maybe if you made a bit more effort, show us that you mean to do right.
Mum, not the hairdressers again. I'm not spending my half-term with her.
He's not, is he?
Well, if he doesn't, I'll be stood behind that counter every day, worrying about you.
Then don't.
I am not working with him.
Wondering whether you're bored or upset or standing around kicking his heels.
Mum, I see too much of him as it is.
Ending up doing something that...
No, shut up.
It's 3:42, Tar.
Okay, there you go, love. Any news on Amber?
News?
Yeah, I thought she'd gone missing.
No, she hasn't gone missing. She's at the Trafford Centre. Why? Because her mother was careless enough to give her a wad of £10 notes.
Ravinda must be beside herself.
Yeah, which is ridiculous, right? Listen, Amber is playing mind games because she wants to live here with me and not go to Finland.
You got room for her, haven't you?
Well, so what? She's best off with her mother.
She put out one of them announcements.
You should put out one of those... Yeah? Where? Saying what? What, teenagers are best off with their mothers?
At the Trafford Centre, and for your information, not all teenagers are best off with their mothers.
With due respect, Craig, we are talking Finland, not prison.
Have you tried phoning her?
Yeah, of course I tried. I've left 3 messages.
Voice messages?
No, a Morse code.
If you hear a voice, you know who it is. She could be listening and deleting them. Why don't you text her?
Oh, we wouldn't know where to start.
Yes, I would.
Her phone's exactly the same as mine. If you text her, she won't know until she gets to the end and she's read it. She has to read them even if she's deleting them.
Text her.
Oh, why is everybody taking that girl's side?
Well, maybe because everybody's right and you're wrong. Has that thought crossed your mind?
I started typing a load of nonsense.
I knew you wouldn't have a clue how to do it.
Well, Craig, let me tell you something. I live my life on a need-to-know basis, right? So why would I need to know about texting? Right, because saying like young people who live their lives as disconnectedly, as impersonally, and as cheaply as possible.
Do you want me to do it for you or what?
Giving him your phone?
No.
Showing him how to text.
No, it doesn't work properly.
Yeah, because you got it on predictive, that's why.
What's that?
Well, it guesses what you want to say.
Well, how can I do that? I don't know what I want to say.
All right, go on then. What am I putting?
All right. Amber, you disappearing like that and having your mother, having me frantic and worrying about where you are is not big and it's not clever.
Whoa. This is way too long.
I'm waffly. Texts have got to be to the point.
Right. But,
Well, what do you want to say? Go home, come here, what?
just give me that. I'll do it later.
Whose life do you think's worse, mine or Amber's?
What do you mean?
Well, I was thinking, is it better to have a dad when you're a kid and then lose him, or not have one and then find him?
What, you mean if I had to choose?
Yeah. I was trying to work it out last night.
And?
Well, I was thinking I'm probably best off, but then again, what have I got now?
Yeah, but what has Amber got?
You know what? We are going out.
Out?
Meal, drink, club. Proper out.
Well, what's brought this on?
Being young and reckless.
Give over.
Exactly. We're gone middle-aged and mortgaged.
Well, yeah, OK. Well, I'll ring Mum and I'll see if she can take Amy.
Not see if she can take Amy, tell her she'll take Amy. Tonight, no, won't do. Not from her, not from you, and not from anyone.
Oh, right. Hi, Mum. Listen, what are you doing tonight? Great. So what's Dad doing? And what about Gran? Well, you can't all be going out. Well, what's Adam doing then? Well, because I want a favour. Well, then what am I supposed to do? Oh.
What'd she say?
What, she said no.
No?
Yeah, but it's all right, Charlie, I'll talk her into it. Listen, Did the window cleaner not come today?
He's been. I sacked him.
You what?
State of his cloth. And he never came in for clean water. Even when I said I'd seen what was in his bucket and it wasn't good enough.
You sacked him without consulting me?
Oh, you'd have sacked him.
Well, maybe. But maybe I'd have asked him to change his water.
I fancy a film.
Well, I said I'd cover for Lloyd.
Steve, I wanted us to do something this evening.
I'm sorry.
Isn't he best off working, keep his mind occupied?
He wants to talk to her.
If it's space she wants, he won't help his case chasing after her.
It's his life.
Don't interfere then.
Look, covering for a couple of hours isn't interfering. And anyway, you probably go to Joanne's or wherever he thinks she is. She'll tell him to get lost, and then he'll come back, and then we can go to the flicks.
Why don't I feel so optimistic?
He's not here, he's looking for you.
Yeah, I saw him leave. I'm just collecting a couple of bits.
Oh.
But you think I'm a right cow, don't you?
No, I don't. I'm just sorry that you two are having problems.
Thanks.
Look, I know your head's been done in over all this court stuff, but for what it's worth, I think you did the right thing.
Do you?
Yeah. Pleading not guilty wouldn't have made a difference to what people think. Some people would believe, some people wouldn't, and you could have got sent down.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. And this way you get to tell your own side of the story. Oh, I think you were brave. And whatever happens between you and Lloyd, I'm sure you'll be all right.
Thanks.
Did you not get that when I said it to you, that of course feeling?
As I recall, my response was, no, that is not a solution. There might even have been multiple no's.
But it makes so much sense for Amber stopping with us. I mean, she can carry on at school, still be
You
near
may make things worse rather than better.
Well, why don't I mention it to her when I see her?
No, Hayley. Multiple no's.
We can't force him to do what he doesn't want to do.
No, but letting him do what he wants isn't going to help him either. You're so soft on him.
Can we just leave this,
Oh, no,
please?
all I'm saying is...
I know you're talking about me.
You're not being fair on your mum.
Ma'am?
No, he needs telling. I mean, I think you might consider your mum's feelings a bit. How hard is it to walk down the street and give a helping hand over your half-term? It's not hard labour.
I'm gonna do it. I've already decided.
When?
Just now. I'll work in the salon.
Thank you, David.
Your mum's given you a second chance, David. You do realise that, don't you? Listen to me. Because the choices you make now and the way people see you will affect the man you become, OK?
I know.
People judge. And once that starts... Anyway, you're not a bad lad, you know.
I know.
OK. See you in the morning, 9 o'clock sharp.
Oh, and I'm £3 an hour. That's what Craig gets.
Fred, just a small one, come on.
Rubbish. If you've been fated to get to grips with modern technology, Then you need somewhat with a bit of history.
Hey, listen, I wasn't failing to get to grips. I was having to sum up what I wanted to say, and I can't, because what I want to say, what I feel, is complicated. You know, the whole thing is complicated.
And does your Amber feel it's complicated?
No, please. She just wants to live with me.
Well, it's a long time since I were a teenager, but I've been around a few. The thing that stands out in my mind, things hurt and stay with 'em.
I know. That's why her mother, leaving her here, disappearing off to Finland, is the wrong thing for her.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, hello, love.
Hey, Shell, have you seen Sunita?
Yeah, she's fine, thanks. She sends her love.
Thanks.
Did you forward the post?
Yeah, it was all junk mail.
But you did say that I thought there might be something in there
She wondered whether you'd be scribbling a forwarding address on Amber when you forward her to Finland, like junk mail.
Amber's going because it's the best thing for her.
She wasn't surprised you were giving her up. She said what would have surprised her if she'd have heard that you were learning to be a bit like a father and putting someone else's feelings first.
But I am. Shall it? I am, aren't I?
There you go, love.
You should hear all the messages he's left me. All telling me how he knows what's best for me.
And what do you think's best for you?
Stop here. All my mates are here. School's here.
Your dad?
Oh, I'm not bothered about him. I'd rather live with my mum, but not in flaming Finland.
But how would it be if you were to find a place to live nearby your dad so you could carry on at school?
What, you mean get a flat or something?
Well, I'm just thinking about your education, really. I mean, we've got a spare room.
You're safe then. Good.
Amber's been shopping.
Yeah.
She's got a new coat. You're right, it's ever such a good colour on it.
Are you saying, like, that I should actually move in here?
Well, I was just saying to Amber, Roy, that we've got a spare room, that's all.
We do have a spare room, yes.
And you'd let me live in it?
Look, you're supposed to watch a chick flick with chicks.
You said I could choose. If you're having to stare at the walls all evening.
Not all evening, just for a couple of hours. Anyway, why don't you take Kel through the week or something? She could do with you, not sure it's terrible.
When? You didn't say you'd seen her.
Well, I just bumped into her.
Well, you didn't say.
Hi, Steve. Can I have a word?
No.
Oh, please. My mum's been a right stubborn cow.
Look, where go the pictures?
You're not.
You what?
Well, it's not your sort of film anyway, like you said. You babysit. You'll enjoy that.
Oh, well, great. I'll get Amy sorted then.
It's not fair that you make it about trust and then say that you won't marry me, because I could say that and all.
Say what?
I could say that if you don't trust, that I can't tell you about them, because then I don't want to marry you anyway.
Is that what you dragged me here to say?
No,
Well, what then?
I do want to marry you.
Oh, well, good.
And I do want to tell you about the cards. It's just... It's my mum, she's... Oh, you know when something becomes so normal that you stop noticing it, and then you realise it must have stopped, and you only realise because it starts again?
Say again, you've lost me.
My mum would stop crying. She was always crying all night, and I'd forgotten how bad it was, and she started crying again, and I don't want to do anything to make it worse, you know, drag it out. And if that means me keeping secrets from you...
Then you can. Of course you can, I'm sorry.
Charlie? Charlie?
Now, why does that not surprise me, Jace? No, you two play boyfriend and girlfriend. Yeah, of course I'm still going. Look, mate, I've got to go. Someone's trying to get through. All right, see you later. Sorry, Trace.
You failed to consult me. These decisions, they require planning, discussion,
You wouldn't discuss it with me. You just said no, end of story.
which you have ridden roughshod over.
You don't want her to stay with us.
I didn't say that.
So you do?
The point I'm trying to make is you can't make decisions like this without discussing it with Deb, with her mother, with her school.
Well, we're starting that process now, aren't we?
What? What, were you hiding around the corner waiting for me to text you?
Oh, did you text me? What did you say?
Well, first you can tell me where the hell you've been.
Shopping.
Shopping?
Yeah.
Does your mother know where you are?
Yeah.
You sure?
I've just spoke to her.
Deb, I'm glad we've caught you.
So, go on, what did the text say?
We wanted to talk to you about Amber, didn't we, Roy?
Yes, we did.
Come on, Dad, let's hear it.
I'm just trying to find out where you were.
Well, she's been with us some of the time.
No, you wasn't. That's not what you said.
You read it?
Yeah. You said I could move in here.
Here?
When was this?
Yeah, I'll go get my stuff.
No, hang on, Anna, hang on. You can move in here when your mother leaves, right?
Come on.
Definitely.
Yeah. Why don't you take that stuff back and bring me the money?
Yeah, whatever.